What's good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So this trade you see right here, this is Euro USD on the 30-minute time frame. So this trade you see right here, I didn't take this trade. I only saw this after this move had happened. I saw this after I had already taken a hit, after I've taken like a loss in the market. Usually they say you only get to see the move. Your eye gets to clear when you've hit stop loss, right? So let me delete this. I'll show you guys the loss I took and why I took that loss. The main reason why I took a loss today on Euro USD is because I was fixated on this low. Like my whole attention was on this low here. This low is right here. So I just kept thinking the market was going to sell all the way down here because of this low. I just kept feeling like this is, liquidity that market will need to come and clear. But the market really doesn't care about your liquidity, right? It's not all the time that the market will come to your POI. There are many other things that can, push price back up. So it's good that at every point in time you're, looking at the chart from a very neutral. You have your bias, yes, but you should also be seeing everything that is going on and annotate what is going on, right? So because of my expectation that price was going to come in here, I didn't see that there was a demand zone here that price had tapped into. I saw the demand, but I just ignored it because I felt price was going to come here. And another reason is because price has been respecting some supply zones here, like very, very sweet sales, right? So let me show you guys. This is the demand zone. Why is it a demand zone? Price came down here, then it broke structure to the upside right here. So this is a valid area of demand, right? Then the next thing is price started, correcting, came in here, tapped the demand zone, swap liquidity in the demand zone, and then it gave a very slight change of character. So this change of character, many people saw it as liquidity sweep, or many people saw it as, entry, price coming to tap into their entry for them to get a sell, right? Because price in fact did sweep that place a little bit. If your if your sell limit was on this high, you will have gotten a sniper entry right here. But for somebody that understands the market, for somebody that really looks at the chart from a bigger perspective, will know that this thing that has happened here is not price coming to give you a sniper entry. Rather, it is price showing you that the market is about to continue being bullish, right? Because if you look very well, you see that the market has been bullish. We have been very bullish for a while now. So this is a buying market. The only thing you should be doing here is to be looking for buys. And in fact, I was looking for buys, only that when this whole, you know, correction was happening, it was very enticing because we just kept seeing supply zones respected multiple times. So there was like, you know, multiple sell opportunities, even here, you get so price kept tapping, selling, tapping, selling, tapping, selling, and I got caught up in that. I wanted to just partake because I'd missed over three sales, so I wanted to now sell. So I sold here. This was this was my entry. This liquidity here, and my stop loss was above this area because I was looking at here as like double top. Maybe price was going to come and you know sweep it. So my stop loss was above. So this was how my entry was like. It was here. Stop loss was kind of clear. Yeah. Then I was targeting the lows here. This lows. So this was my entry. And of course, price came and tapped me in, right? Tapped me in and then started dropping in profit. In fact, I was about 1.3 R in profit. Then I saw price started reversing. When price was reversing, going back to my entry, dancing around my entry, all I was thinking about was that market is just trying to play around. We'll still see it drop. So mind you, as of then, my mind was not on this demand zone here. I was still looking at it like this. I was like, market is going to drop. Then unfortunately, boom, FOMC came out and then price just cleared all of this, my rubbish here. So that's what now makes me realize that I should just stick to my usual principle of only buying in an uptrend. Because if I was focused on the buys, even though price did not get to this point, I probably would have seen here as a valid area of demand, and I would have, looked for entries from here. But because I was focused on sales and price coming all the way down here, I didn't see it, right? I didn't see it. So that was how I missed. That was how I missed this trade. So if I had seen all of these things that was going on here, I would have entered these sales. I would have entered the buys at around this point here. I would have entered it here. So this would have been where I would have entered these buys. Come on, what's going on? But then it is what it is. We've missed it and we've learned from it. So I'm just going to move on and then look for better opportunities the next time. Lessons I've learned: stick to one bias, then two, mark everything. If there's a demand zone, mark it out. If I had marked out this demand zone here, I probably would have not been too fixated on the sales. I would have been seeing what price was doing in this demand zone, and I would have been like, oh, price is actually respecting this demand, though. So, bro, are you sure you're not going to reconsider, right? Given that we are even in a bullish market. So that's it, guys. I hope you got value from this. If you did get value, don't forget to like and share and subscribe to the channel. See you guys in the next one.